Hello, good day. I'm glad to welcome you to another episode of True Talk. Today we'll be looking at a topic that says tribalism in marriage. And we all know that a short form for describing tribalism is when you exalt your tribe above another tribe. So we want to look at the disadvantages and the advantages. You out there, do you like tribalism? Will you encourage tribalism? And on my platform today, I'm going to have speakers that will be doing judgment to tribalism in marriage. On my right, I have Uju Nwa. Then I have Ebuka Dominion. On my left, I have Pastor Simeon and Pastor Nuhu. So we hope you enjoy our topic today. Thank you.
Would you be able to marry someone from another tribe?
I don't think so.
There's no problem.
Definitely, I can marry someone from another tribe.
A very difficult question though, but it depends.
If that lady is good for me, the characters of her is very good for me, I can marry her from another tribe.
No, I don't feel we should tribalize issues like love and the likes.
I'm from Akwa Ibom, but I married somebody from Yoruba.
As long as you love the person and you're good with the person, it's fine by me.
The reason is that the Bible commands us we are one.
Okay.
We are one. Both Yoruba, outside, everybody, we are one.
Okay.
The same flesh for God.
I won't be comfortable. He's speaking in his dialect and I won't understand what he's saying. And so I don't think so.
We look at the religion, or sometimes if love, they say though, can take you anywhere.
Okay.
Well, if the person is okay, caring, nice, and I'm okay with his tribe, fine.
When you get married to another tribe, there's a kind of misunderstanding. We may not be able to flow because we are not of the same dialect, we don't speak the same language. That's just my issue. The language barrier is always there.
If both of you agree, I don't think anything will cut off the marriage.
Pastor Nuhu, do you think there's any benefit in tribalism, in marriage? Is there any benefits? If there is, can you tell us some benefits of tribalism in marriage?
Benefits in tribalism in marriage. Because we are Christians, we don't promote tribalism.
Okay. So what do we promote?
Yes, if we are baptized into Christ, then we have only one tribe.
One tribe. Okay. Thank you for that. Dominion, do you believe in tribalism in marriage? Like from his own perspective, he's saying in Christian we are one. So do you believe him or you think tribalism should be encouraged? And if you do, what are the advantages or disadvantages in tribalism in marriage?
Thank you very much. To me personally, I like tribalism in marriage. There are a lot of advantages in marrying from your tribe.
Okay.
When you marry from your tribe, because of the language, that's one of the advantages. Two of you speaks the same language, the same cultural background. So the person will not come into the marriage and start learning the language. First of all, start learning the language, start speaking, maybe start communicate with English. So to me, it's easier for me to marry from my tribe so that I can communicate with the person, flow with the person. When you talk of the culture, we flow very well.
Ujunwa, what do you have to say? Like what he will be able to speak the same language. The person coming in do not need to go and learn language and all those stuff. Are you in support or you think tribalism should be encouraged or should not be encouraged? How do you see it?
Getting married from someone from a tribe, yeah, they said that it has its own advantage. But even if you get married from someone that is not from your tribe, it has its own advantage too. I happen to come from a family where I have lots of relations from different tribes. I have Yoruba cousins, I have cousins from River State, and it's been so much fun.
Beautiful, you mean?
Very beautiful.
Oh,
very beautiful. Do you understand? Because you get to mix up with these people, you get to know their own way of life, their own cultures, and all of that. I could remember some Christmas periods, we come back, we plan where and where to visit. we could decide to go to River State today and tomorrow we'll go to another place. So it's so much fun. I don't think there is any much difference, really. Yeah.
So you encourage people to marry from different tribes.
Of course.
Pastor Simeon, what will you advise someone? Like what she said now, beauty in diversity, different tribe. You don't need to eat the same ogbono soup when somebody that can prepare a wedu is there. You understand? And you people are Christian. You understand? You understand? That's what, how will you put this? What's your stand?
You know, it's marriage we are talking about.
Yes.
And from the historical, biblical history, marriage is older than tribe.
Okay.
Tribalism came up at Tower of Babel when God needed to, bring division. But marriage predates tribe. Of course, because when the tribe came, issues of customs and norms came up, and people want to, get along with somebody that understands their norms, values, and cultures. But I generally is to communicate. It's not just your language that you communicate with. There's beauty in diversity, like she said, and I will not completely, go against tribalism, but in Christianity we are one.
Whether from any tribe.
Exactly. Our parents, Adam and Eve, gave birth to the Portuguese,
okay,
the Italian,
okay,
the Nigerian, the Africans, the Asian, we are one. That's what I mean.
You wanted
to communicate and
the
relate.
communication thing that he's talking about, I want to say that is a state of mind.
Okay.
Some people have issues that, I'm Igbo, getting married to Yoruba, so does that mean I will never speak Igbo to my husband? I will miss Igbo a lot, but it's just a state of mind. That is just the truth. Because when you are in school, that most of the times we speak English and all that, you never missed Igbo or something, and this is your love, your so-called love. You even get to forget about the Igbo thing. And I mean, your families are still there, your siblings are still there. If you want to really enjoy, you can still go back to them and speak that. But it depends on the interest, because if you get so used to your husband, you guys could even learn your languages and all that. So it's nothing. It's a total fun, really.
So you are like in support. People should marry from other tribes.
Yeah, as long as you like the person. I mean, the person is a Christian. He is your kind of person, or she is your kind of. Go ahead and have fun.
Okay, so in a situation now, I'm going to throw the question, but this is the question. In a situation whereby parents, they kick against you marrying from, let's say, a young guy now brings a woman from another tribe, and the parents, they kick against it. What do you think that young guy should do? Should he continue pestering his parents to change their mind, or he should just go ahead and marry the lady, whether the parent likes it or not? Pastor Nuhu, what type of advice will you give to that young man?
Well, I will advise that if you find yourself in that situation, if your parents are not giving their consent, what you do as a Christian, if you are a Christian, I will advise that you prayerfully talk to your parents. I will not advise you to go ahead with the marriage without the consent of your parents. Their consent is very important. So I will advise that you prayerfully try to convince your parents. You can talk to people, elders, who will now go to talk to your parents, try to win them to your side. But if that fails, I will advise that you don't go ahead with the marriage.
Dominion, from what he said now, the guy should prayerfully talk to his parents. Now, some parents, they are very stubborn. Like, how many years are we looking at that you talk to your parents? Is it like 5, 10? How long do you think that guy can wait?
I quite agree with Pastor No on that case. It's actually a case we see every day in our society. You understand? Sometimes our parents, most parents, they have reasons. You understand me? Why they are stopping their children from marrying from a particular tribe. You understand? Might be what happened in the past. So most of the parents, they may not even be able to communicate the reason to their children, even from when they are they are still tender, they are still, they are not even planning of marriage. You hear your parents keep on saying that I don't like people from this place. This people they eat human being. This particular tribe they are so wicked to us during the war. Do you understand? This particular tribe, what they did to us, what they did to our forefathers. They have so many reasons. Maybe they are in enmity with the tribe they are going for. Do you understand?
So how long can that guy wait to get consent?
I personally, as a guy, if it's a guy or as a lady.
Remember, you love this babe so well.
Yes, you can still love someone else.
Okay, so how long can that
if you
guy?
can plead with them, do you understand me? And they give you reasons. Some may not be able to give you reasons.
Okay.
So if they give you reasons and they now insist after pleading to them, I would still advise you, maybe you go to their closest friend, you understand me, somebody they respect so much, maybe as a pastor or an elder in the family, go and speak to them to go and plead on your behalf. But if at the end of the day, they still insist, I will advise you to look for someone else. No need of insisting, because you must have your parents' consent. It's very, very important. Even in the Bible, God himself, the time we warned his children, don't go to these women, don't marry from this particular place, don't marry from this particular place and that. Do you understand? And when you go against it, there is always a consequences.
Okay, so
because your parents, they know more than you. So
you want to put it.
Yes, these things has to do with customs, our way of life. There are things that are normal with a particular tribe, and it's almost irritating to the other tribe. Like the Jews, for instance, they don't eat without first washing their hands, and then they don't, they circumcise and all that. And then you are going to a place where they just eat. When they come out, they don't observe. It can be irritating. Sometimes, parents, they look at these things and they feel it will be more, there'll be less work, less, tension if you consider that. But these things can be worked on. You have to go a long way.
So there's no specific time frame from what Ebuka said now. There's no specific time frame.
It depends on you. If you are, some people are bent on getting married this year.
Okay. If you are ready
to want to marry this year,
you don't want to wait.
If your parents have said no,
you bring another candidate. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
To reconsider someone else.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure
still fall in love to someone else.
Because some people may not.
Just
they may tell you they
fall out of love from the other one.
Okay, so
that should be fell in the other one.
Okay, some parents maybe because of their what they experienced in the time past. Do you think that some parents, because of their narrow-mindedness, that's why they want to make their children not to marry from a particular tribe? Is there any possibility like that?
It's not narrow-mindedness, so to say.
What will you call it?
There are, most of the things they consider are not something 5-10 years to come.
Okay.
Over the years, they have seen, God forbid, we're not praying for sudden death, but they have seen how a particular tribe deals cruelly with the wife of the deceased.
Okay, so the
and it's normal.
Sorry,
and some of them don't want a tribe. Somebody just have headache as an in-law. You are meant to bring almost a truckload of chicken and all that.
No, when you're talking about
some of these,
when you're talking about an experience that they've had in previous time, maybe a particular tribe dealt with one of their daughters that were married to, that could still happen even when you marry, someone from your own side.
Yeah, but they understand their own. They understand their own. They know how to go about their own. But these other ones, they are sure.
That's not true. That's not. It's really funny.
Extent.
It's really funny because from experience, not my own experience, but from other people's experience, you see people in a town. They get married to themselves and all that, and they have lots of issues that we are not even able to. We're not even able to resolve the issues, and they're separated. And you see some other people that got married to other people in the same tribe, and they're living well. So it's not. These things are not peculiar to whether you marry to somebody in another tribe or not. It's not about who you
You know, they are,
you are married to,
the
not
parents,
just the tribe thing.
exactly.
Do you understand?
The parents' concern are not necessarily because of conflict and disagreement. Of course, irrespective of who you marry, there is disagreement. But there are severe issues.
Like what? I want to know.
Now, when somebody, when in case of death or something, we see some tribe literally dehumanize the woman. They literally, shave off her head. Make her go through all manner of things, and these are things the parents have in mind.
Such things doesn't happen in that.
It may not happen in their own tribe, because it doesn't happen in their own tribe. They are trying to
they will not allow their child to
go there.
So at the point of marriage, they are thinking about when somebody dies.
People think like that.
Some tribes may be known for
promiscuity.
So because of that, you can restrain your child from going to that tribe. So even even at Pastor Simeon said, at the cause of death, do you understand? Is that the way their culture reacts to death? Maybe the man died, they realize that the woman will not have anything. Everything will be taken away from her. Do you understand me? If as a parent, and your daughter wants to go there, you can restrict. I don't want you to experience such.
To restrain her.
And they have reasons.
Okay, so are those reasons strong enough?
Irrespective of what the reasons are, the parents are still acting, to me, their action is due to lack of understanding. Yeah. If we are saying that as Christians that we came from one parent, which is Adam, then we actually came from one parent, whether Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. If we all agree that Adam is our first father, and they are the first parents, then why do we allow these differences to be clouded?
It's really funny because you're even talking about Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, and I'm telling you that there are even some places, like I am from Anambra. Now, there are some places, Oba is in Anambra State, Obosi is in Anambra State. There are some cases that I want to get married, I see someone that I like, that is from Obosi, and the parents are saying that no, that you must have to marry from my own town. Do you understand? So it's really, really
and we are talking about
Christians. You're talking about parents now.
We are talking about
their
Christians.
reasons. You're talking about parents and their reasons. Okay, let me give you a case study now. I know someone that is from Anambra State. Let me just be realistic. That's from Anambra State, from a town in Anambra State. Another guy from a town in Anambra State, he's asking for a hand in marriage, but the parents refused and all that. Reasons best. If I tell you the reasons, it's to just shock you, you understand? But because the guy likes the girl so much, the guy went through the girl's elder brother to talk to the parents. So they kept talking, and at the end of the day, they agreed and they are married. And I tell you, the marriage is just so sweet. You understand? And they are doing well and all that.
So even in the same plan, people are not even allowed to marry.
Yes, the truth is that the parents sometimes, what is their fear? It may not even be something that is actually serious.
So how do young people?
They just want their wish to be done. I just wish my son will marry from it. So they now just tell the son, I want you to marry from this particular place. Do you understand? So if you go ahead, you can be able to convince him.
Okay, let me give us this scenario. We are talking about Nigerian tribe now. We are Christians. A lady comes to her parent, maybe she's a Yoruba lady, tells her parents, I want to marry an Igbo guy. The parents say, àwọn ofe manu. You know the meaning of ofe manu? Because that's the way they, àwọn ọmọ Igbo. So the Igbo parents will now say, you want to marry ofe manu, àwọn ofe manu, because that's, you understand, that's the way they describe the Igbo. Now the parents will argue that, but if this same lady comes now and tell her parent that I saw one British guy. See, even the parents, they will do Thanksgiving in the church. So what exactly?
But it's not all parents.
What will we say happens?
In most cases, what she just said is right. People prefer to marry a white man.
They don't even know their foundation.
They don't know anything about.
So what are we talking about?
problem? How do we solve that?
The ones you don't know,
children.
the ones you don't know, you don't have fears.
Okay.
But the ones that you know, if you know these ones, this is what she is going to go through.
Yes.
You know, we can't compel, parents can't compel their wish. You know, they are there as guardians. You know.
But some parents do. They insist
so
that to frustrate the person.
It's not good.
It's that much witchcraft.
So in case of witchcraft, what will you do in case of that witchcraft that we are talking about now? When parents insist. When they insist. Because I'm saying that some parents will insist that you can never over my dead body. We've had situations like that. So what will the person in question do?
Anyway, if they have a genuine reason, you have to reason.
Some of their reasons are not genuine. That's the problem.
If you are not able to convince your parents, please don't go ahead with the marriage.
Please, if you cannot convince your parents, don't go ahead. No matter the type of love you may claim you have for that guy or that babe, try and look for another one.